Hey guys, Jack here, back after a little break. Um, Bought a new VR headset and had some trouble with it, so I'm back with my old Quest here. But jumping back on the Royal Flag Caucasus server, and I've picked an airfield out, and I am going to try and do a couple airstrikes on it back to back. And basically, I'm just going to take it out. Try to completely eliminate its usefulness to the enemy. So we'll get loaded out here. Take some AP ammo, 4 harms, 2,000-pound bomb, and we'll put the Maverick skin on our plane, because we always do.
Rearming complete.
Alright, let's taxi over, get hooked up, and get airborne. Here, flaps up, and we'll start a right orbit, and we'll go ahead and arm our air-to-ground munitions. So our target is the small dual threat rings at the 10 o'clock of the middle screen there. Like I said, it is an airfield. Looks like a couple SAM sites sitting next to one another. And that box on the HUD there is one of them. So we're climbing, gaining a little altitude. Arms work best high up. And we'll go ahead and start lobbing magnums. We're about 10 miles here. And we switch to our bomb. And I don't know what the surface to air coverage is like over that airfield. I haven't flown in the service in a while, so we're going to get low quickly. Try to use the ground to give us some cover. There's the airfield off to the right there. So pros of being low is that makes it hard for them to lock onto you and shoot at you. Con, makes it hard to acquire a target visually and drop in a good amount of time. So there's some contrails from their SAM sights shooting at my harms. They have not locked on me yet, though. And we've got radar hits, bombs away, rolling right. And we destroyed a gun emplacement, but no SAM site damage. And we're being locked up, so we are not, we are Winchester on air-to-ground munitions. We are not trying to catch a SAM site up the tailpipe on the way out, so we are headed back to the carrier. So that was strike one. Not a bad first strike for not knowing exactly what was there. So we now know the lay of the land. We know that there's at least 2 SAM sites, and there's a shitload of AAA artillery, most of it grouped together. So now we'll go back to the boat, rearm, refuel, and do it again. So we've got the boats about 10 miles out, so we'll go ahead and throttle back. So we're lined up pretty well here. Should just be straight in. Now, spoiler alert, I don't catch the wire on this approach, and I would love if somebody could tell me in the comments what I did wrong here, because it looked like a perfect approach. But you know, these things happen. Nobody's perfect. Haven't been flying for a while, so you know, whatever. Almost forgot my hook there too. So we'll throttle back up and go around. If you just saw that just briefly on the center MDI, there was a bandit hot for the carrier. I didn't see him. And I don't think I see him for another couple seconds, at least until I start my turn here. But I'm low on gas, and I don't really feel like dealing with this dude. The carrier's plenty armed, so I'm going to make my landing and let the carrier deal with him. We snagged a wire there. So we are going to unhook, go taxi forward, rearm, refuel, and if you see the smoke trail there, those are SM2s from the carrier firing on that bandit. So we'll taxi forward, and in just a second, I believe this guy gets an SM2 to the face. I'm not sure if I cut that out or not. There's another SM2 out. There he is. There's another SM2, and this one's actually tracking. And this guy's an idiot. He's going vertical. He needs to be diving. Oh, now he's diving, but guess what? Too late. Splash. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Alright, let's hook up and we will rearm, refuel. I'm going to save you from having to fast forward through that, because that is the longest part of these sorties, is just getting back to the boat and rearming and refueling. We'll take our same load out.
Request rearming. Copy.
And we're back. Fully armed, fully fueled. Let's ride. Bit of a rough run down the catapult there, but we are airborne. And just like the recipe for a Hollywood sequel, we are going to do exactly what we did the last time. Arm our air-to-ground munitions while we're in a right-hand orbit. Turn towards our target and go blow shit up. So I've got the SAM site at the airfield back on radar there, locked up. This time we are going to climb and get a little higher than we did before. Try to give our arms a little bit of an extra boost. So we'll level off at about 25,000 feet. There's the SAM site marked on the HUD there. And we will begin firing harms. Alright, that's all of our harms. So we'll switch to bombs. See what we can do with this. And we're being locked up. And we have taken one SAM site out of action. I see a cluster of targets there, 12 o'clock. That's kind of what I'm aiming for. And bombs away. Rolling right. Oh, big hits. That is 5 targets destroyed and 2 targets damaged. It looks like a SAM site and 4 AAA guns. That is what we're talking about. But I'm still thirsty. Let's switch to guns and do some gun runs. Notice they are not locking me up, so those SAM sites are out of commission. And we did some damage on 3 different targets there. And it looks like a SAM site just exploded, so that's good. And we got about half our ammo left, so we'll do one more pass. Die. And we've moderately damaged another gun. So that's, if you add it all up, between hits, kills, damages, that's 11 enemy targets neutralized in 2 sorties. That's pretty good damage. I am very pleased with that. And that is an airfield that is now completely defenseless. But we are low on gas, so we are going to hot-foot it back to the carrier and try to do a good landing. Before you click away though, it's not over yet. As you can see on my HUD there's an unknown bandit at 30 miles, give or take, and then there's a second one just behind him. I really don't have the fuel for this, but I really want an air-to-air kill. So let's go after him. They are between two SAM site coverages, so this is a good time to go after him. Trying to lock him up here, but my radar is giving me a little bit of difficulty. Those green blips are contacts from my internal radar return. But for some reason when I click on it, it doesn't always lock them up. But I do have one bogey locked up at 16 miles. And of course I've dropped lock. Now what's weird is I can see him contrailing. I can physically see him. So I've reacquired lock in TWS mode here, 14 miles. And the problem is he's running away from me. I am really low on gas, and I can't afford to put it in burner and chase this guy down, especially considering he's flirting the very edge of a SAM site coverage. If he drags me into it, they're going to kill me before I get to kill him. So I get the bright idea of switching to RWS mode, which should give him a warning that someone's locking him up. But it drops lock. Again, kind of weird, because he's co-altitude, 20 miles, or 14 miles, give or take. And my radar is just not giving me anything. Come on, man. Think. Figure it out. Be smarter than the plane. I know I'm getting close to that SAM site coverage. So we'll switch to TWS and we'll do a 4-bar, which is a narrow but wide scan. And what do you know? There he pops back up. 13 miles, and he is turning back into me, and that is the SAM site locking me up, so I don't have any time. Fox 3 and Fox 3 again. That's all I got. And that is the SAM site launching on me. So I don't have any time to give guidance to that missile or watch it. I am out of here. That's this SA-11 launch again on me. So I'm just putting it behind me and diving for the deck. And we got him. Splash 1 flanker. So we're dumping chaff, diving low. That was a really long range SAM shot. And there's your carriers right in front of us, thank God. Because we are really low on gas. So we're going to execute a couple of sharp turns to bleed off some airspeed. Now that we defeated the SAM site and we are safe, we're going to get back aboard this carrier. So all in all, we took out an airfield, destroyed 2 SAM sites, a whole mess of AAA guns, and killed a flanker. And we didn't die. Pretty successful mission. Got a little screen share here, not sure what that is, but that's VR for you. And that is it. That's the sortie. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in the next one.
Fuel low. Fuel low.